So the oil is coming and keeping our skin lubricated or smooth. Okay, so remember what I want to tell you. The oil gland found in the dermis, these all oil glands which is available in the dermis, keeping our skin oily. कि हमारी डर्मिस में जो ऑयल ग्लैंड पाई जाती हैं वो हमारी ऊपर की स्किन को ऑयली रखती हैं. ऑयली होना जरूरी है, दिस इज नेचुरल ऑयली. Am I right? So oil is coming from the sebaceous gland and reaching here everywhere. Now suppose there is too much formation of the keratin cell and blocking the path of oil. So क्या होगा? Suppose the oil want to come up, but we know the formation of the keratin cell, but too much formation and few keratin cell blocking, obstructing the path of sebaceous gland. Look at in this image what I want to do. So look at this image. Suppose oil want to come up, ये तेल ऊपर आना चाहता है, but your keratin cell blocking the path, block the path of oil gland of oil by keratin cell. Then what will happen? क्या होगा? It will create pimple. What it will create? Or acne. Acne होता है, acne भी. What is acne? Acne क्या है? The path is blocked by keratin cell. Now, acne might be white in color. Acne might be black in color. If the acne is having white color, अगर ये acne सफेद रंग का है, we are telling whiteheads. So there might be two types of acne, white in color and black in color. If it is white in color, we are telling it whiteheads. If it is black in color, we are telling it blackheads. So this is the skin, and this is the oil gland, but the path is blocked by keratin cell. Am I right? ये पाथ को हमने keratin cell से ब्लॉक कर दिया है. So this might be white in color if it is fully closed. If it is fully closed, then we are telling it whiteheads. तो यहाँ पर एक whitehead हुआ, मानो किसी को यहाँ पर एक whitehead हुआ, यहाँ पर कहीं हुआ. फिर आपने क्या किया, इसको ऐसे ऐसे करके कर दिया. क्या करते हैं, ऐसे किया, क्या किया, उसको निकाल दिया. Now it opened, right? As soon as it opened, now there is a deposition of the dust particle around, pollution around, maybe bacterial infection, viral infection, or dust particles. So it will come in the contact of oxygen around, it will become black. It is called blackheads. What is the difference between whitehead and blackhead? Whitehead is closed, blackhead is open. Because it is open, so attracting dust particles, polluted particles, right? So this is the difference between white and blackheads. Now suppose, अब क्या हुआ? Now it increasing in the size. Suppose it is not getting the path, so it keep increasing the size. So first it was whitehead, then the blackhead, then it become papule, and then it become pustule. Now it's becoming bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. Then we are telling it papule, but there is a pus formation. When there is a pus formation, then it called pustule. तो इसे हम pustule कहते हैं, यानी चीज वही है. I will show you. तो जब papule हो जाते हैं, then you have to do the proper treatment. I will show you the papule. So when they become bigger, you can see this. This is papule. You can see this is papule. These all are papule. Now what is pustule? You can see this is a pustule. Formation of pus. जब इसमें pus का निर्माण हो जाए, you can see here, this is a pustule. Sometimes there will be very bigger pustule, very bigger pustule. So we never try to, we can't remove the papule pustule while rubbing over. Like we never do, like suppose here, we don't rub gua sha, we don't rub, we don't puncture it. We do the treatment around to treat this. No, acne pimples are not the different, but we can divide in two parts. White acne means whiteheads, black acne means blackheads, papule, bigger, pustule means now the pus formation, right? अलग अलग नहीं है, लेकिन उसके कई प्रकार होते हैं. Is it clear or not? So when we want to do the treatment of the acne or the pimples, what we have to do? We have to open the path. How to open the path? In the acupuncture, it's very clearly written, Li4 and lung 7 will open the pores. Li4 and lung 7 I will show you. But we'll discuss more points. और भी point discuss करेंगे. But Li4 and the lung 7, they are the wonderful point to open the pores, to remove the blockages, and we can work on that. But not only this, we will be discussing more treatment, right? हम और भी इसका ट्रीटमेंट समझें. So now I am coming to this previous page. Now I'm coming to this page again. Then I was telling you what is keratin. Hair is made by keratin cells, hard keratin, right? They're the protein. Like we can see this water plant. ये पानी का plant हम देख सकते हैं. What is, you can see this water plant. So number one, we can see this stand. Number two, we can see after, so this is the stand. Then we can see this water bottle. In the water bottle, we have plant, right? In the same way, we talk about the hair. हम जब hair की बात करते हैं, so we can consider the stand is like a hair follicle. Hair follicle. I will show you, so then you will understand. What is the role of the stand? The role of the stand is just to hold the hair. The role of the stand just hold the plant. Stand का काम क्या है? Plant को hold करना. So that is hair follicle. I will show you that. Then we can see this water. We can see the water is providing nourishment. Am I right or not? पानी इस प्लांट को nourishment दे रहा है, right? Hair bulb. So we can see this is the around, we can see the hair bulb, very bigger hair bulb, like a glass bottle. That is a hair bulb, right? So three things we have to remember: hair follicle, who hold the hair. I will show you in the other image. So we can see this is the structure around who is holding the hair. We can see this socket who is holding the hair, that is called follicle. एक ऐसे गुफा जैसी बनी है, एक स्ट्रक्चर जैसा बना ऐसा, जो हेयर को अपने अंदर होल्ड कर रहा है. दिस इज कॉल्ड फॉलिकल. Follicle is like a stem, right? So follicle can be considered as a strand. Then the second thing we are having this hair bulb. Hair bulb. We can see the hair bulb here. Exactly, we can consider the hair bulb is the water bottle filled with water here inside, right? So we have to remember a few things. Follicle is like a stem. Then hair bulb is like a bottle. And there is a third thing that is called hair papilla. Hair papilla exactly which provide nourishment. I will discuss this thing again. मैं इस चीज को आपको ढंग से समझाऊंगा बाद में, तब आपको समझ में आएगी. But right now I want to tell you one thing. We can consider the hair is like this. There is a plant. Plant is the hair who is in the water. एक पौधा है जो पानी में रखा हुआ है. The plant in the water. Suppose if water is good, then plant will grow properly. अगर पानी सही है तो plant की growth अच्छी होगी. But if the water is not enough, then there will be no proper growth of the plant, right? In the same way, where the hair is rooted in our scalp, जहां पर hair हमारे scalp में लगा हुआ है, वहां पर proper nutrition होना जरूरी है. There is a proper nutrition is needed in that area. Then only hair will grow. So there are four phases of the hair. Now I think we will discuss in the next class. One. So shall we continue or discuss in the next class now? Depends on your digestive capability. क्या है रात बोलिए. विश्वा जी तो बोल रही है कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, अभी तो शुरुआत जैसी लग रही है. So now we can divide the hair growth in four parts. हम बालों की ग्रोथ को चार भागों में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. One is anagen phase. Anagen. What is the meaning of anagen phase? That is called growing phase. The meaning of anagen phase: every 15 days you are going to barber shop. हर 15 दिन में आप दुकान पर जा रहे हैं, भैया बाल काटो, फिर बढ़ गए. Anagen phase means the fast growth of the hair. Very fast growth. Like we have seen in the childhood, every 15 days we are getting too much hair. So we have to cut it again and again. If the anagen phase is good, if the anagen phase is higher, if the anagen phase is working very nicely, then the growth of the hair is very, very fast. it means your plant is dipped in the water very properly. So plant is getting very wonderful nourishment. आपके हेयर एकदम न्यूट्रिशन के टर्म में पड़े हुए, खूब अच्छा न्यूट्रिशन मिलता है, and they are growing very very fast. If you are not cutting, then the hair will become like big hair. Then you have to cut again and again. That is called phase number 1, anagen phase. Sometimes you have seen, oh, initially I was going to the barber shop every 15 days. पहले मैं हर 15 दिन में बाल कटवाने जाता था. Now suddenly got some disease, maybe typhoid, maybe jaundice, and after that I'm experiencing that I have to go to the barber shop in 2 months. आपको बाल ऐसा नहीं लग रहा झड़ रहे हैं, but you're thinking initially I was going every 15 days, but now I am going every 2 months. It means anagen phase is reduced. And we have seen this is very common after some disease like jaundice, like typhoid, malaria, any type of the disease, any type of the disharmony we are suffering, suddenly we are getting the hair growth are reducing. So this is called very active growth phase. The first phase, the lots of production of the new hair cells every time, new production of the hair cells, new hair are producing. Now the second phase is called catagen phase. दूसरी अवस्था को हम catagen phase कहते हैं. Look at here. Now the phase number 1, look at here. अगर आप phase number 1 को देखेंगे, so we can see this is the hair properly dipped in the nourishment tank. हमारे nourishment के tank में अंदर तक dipped है. So this is the first phase. So the new hair growth are very fast. The production of the new hair cells are very very fast. This is called growing phase. Now we are moving to the phase number 2. अब हम phase number 2 की बात कर रहे हैं. That is called catagen phase or transition phase. Now you can see this is the hair tub. ये हमारा hair tub है, लेकिन अब ये बाल थोड़ा ऊपर आ गया. You can see in the previous phase we can see here it's nicely dipped fully in the water tank. Now in the second phase we can see it's going little up, कि थोड़ा सा separate हो गया. It's written little separate from the papilla, from the water tub. So no longer nourishment, ढंग से nourishment नहीं मिल रहा. Why? Because separated from the papilla, this is called catagen phase. Right? So in this condition, the hair is little up, but it's still there. So this is called short-term resting phase. बाल वही है, लेकिन बढ़ ही नहीं रहा. Transition phase, resting phase. So when we are suffering with some disease, suddenly our hair is becoming like this. Then we see, oh, my hair growth are less than the earlier. पहले मेरे hair बहुत अच्छे थे, growth बहुत अच्छी थी, अब कम हो गई है. Why? Because now your hair is not dipped properly in the papilla, right? So this is called short-term resting phase. Remember, short-term resting phase. So this is shrinking. This entire follicle is shrinking. अब आपका बाल थोड़ा पतला भी होने लगता है. Hair is becoming thinner, right? Okay, let's move to the third phase. Third phase is called Telogen phase. Telogen. Telogen. Completely disconnected. This is the hair papilla. Now completely disconnected from the nourishment tank. यानी पूरा ही डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया, बिल्कुल भी न्यूट्रिशन नहीं मिल रहा, लेकिन फिर भी वहीं पर जमा हुआ है. इट्स ऑल इट्स अटैच देयर ओनली, इट्स रेस्टिंग देयर ओनली, बट नो एनी नरिशमेंट. नाउ हियर वांट टू फॉल. अब ये गिर जाना चाहता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड लॉन्ग टर्म रेस्टिंग फेज. The hair will remain there for longer time. Longer time. Now we have seen, अगर आपने देखा होगा, हमने जो आपको इमेज दिखाई, आपने कई जगह देखा होगा, कई मेल फीमेल को बीच में हेयर गायब हो जाते हैं. आई विल शो यू, बिकॉज दिस इज द फेज हेयर वांट टू फॉल. अब बाल गिर जाना चाहता है. I will show you one image. You will understand very properly. Look at this image to make your proper understanding first. Look at this image. We can see the first phase, that is anagen, fully dipped in the water tank. First and second is anagen, right? This first and second is anagen, fully dipped. So hair is growing up. Now you can see in the second phase, catagen, it's slightly detached. थोड़ा सा detach हो गया, right? In the third phase, it further detached, now ready to fall, but you can see the new hair is also coming. नया बाल भी नीचे आ गया, right? New hair is in the bottom, but the upper hair is not getting any nourishment now. In the fourth phase, now it will fall, and the new hair will come from the bottom. तो ये हमारे बालों की चार अवस्था होती है. Let's see and come back here. So look at in this image once again. The telogen phase, it's detached, but the new hair is coming down. New hair is coming down, and this hair is not getting any nourishment. So it is called a long-term resting phase. And the fourth phase, that is a shading phase. Now this hair will shade off, and the new hair will come. Shading phase. अब प्रॉब्लम कब होती है, जानते हैं प्रॉब्लम कब? द प्रॉब्लम इज हैपनिंग कि किसी किसी का व्हेन द पर्सन इज गेटिंग सम इलनेस, कभी कभी कोई व्यक्ति बीमार होता है, तो तीसरी अवस्था में रुक जाती है बात, यानी लॉन्ग टर्म रेस्टिंग फेजेस इंक्रीज. द हेयर इज नॉट शेडिंग ऑफ, just resting for too long time. New hair is not coming. So the factor who are responsible for this problem, ऐसे कौन से फैक्टर होते हैं जो इस चीज के लिए जिम्मेदार हैं? Like the person is suffering with a high fever. अगर किसी व्यक्ति को हाई फीवर है, then this will convert in the telogen phase. immediately all the hair will turn immediately in the telogen phase. Like surgery, severe emotional stress, poor nutrition, vitamin deficiency, some medicines. Your anagen phase immediately will get converted in the third phase or the telogen phase because of these all factors. यानी आपके जो बालों को बहुत तेजी से ग्रोथ हो रही थी लेकिन फीवर आ गया तो आप तीसरी अवस्था में पहुंच गए, अब बालों की ग्रोथ नहीं हो रही. In the anagen phase, there is a new hair development was very high, very high. But as soon as he got the some after surgery or the some emotional stress, now there is a no hair because all hair are in the telogen phase. So remember one thing again, I would like to tell you here. There are four phases of the hair. बालों की चार अवस्थाएं होती है. Number one, anagen. Too much production of the hair. Too much production of the hair. Second, catagen. Now there's a lesser nourishment available, so production reduces. Telogen, no any nourishment, but there is a slow growth of the new hair in the bottom. Fourth, shading. Now the hair will shade off, hair will fall down. Suppose the person is having this phase, too much hair is production of the hair too much. But getting the fever or getting some emotional strain, immediately the nourishment from the root will disconnected. And from this phase, hair will be reaching on the third phase, telogen phase. यानी अगर किसी के बहुत अच्छे बाल ग्रो कर रहे हैं और वो सीवियरली सब इमोशनल स्ट्रेस में है, उसकी पहली फेज इमीडिएटली तीसरी फेज में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी. द anagen phase immediately will get converted in the telogen phase and the destruction of the hair will start. This condition is called telogen effluvium. I will show you here. Telogen effluvium. Look at this condition. Have you seen the hair like this? Look at it. These are telogen effluvium. We can see some bald spots, diffuse hair shading, thinning of the hair, and the hair fall from the scalp. So this is called telogen effluvium. Means your anagen phase or the first phase is converting in the telogen phase or the third phase quickly, immediately, within the fraction of time. So that is called telogen effluvium. We have seen. Have you seen someone like this? The lots of hair from the centers, from some area. So that is called telogen effluvium. There might be various reasons like the physical trauma, like the surgery, childbirth, accident, or stress, like the death of some loved one, divorce, loss of the job, emotional stress, or the nutritional deficiencies, like the deficiency of the iron, zinc, biotin, or any nutritional deficiencies. So trauma, stress, and nutrition, all or anyone might cause this condition. This is called telogen effluvium. इसे हम कहते हैं telogen effluvium, right? So telogen effluvium का मतलब है suddenly we are pumping someone from phase 1 to phase 3. तो अभी बताइए मुझे So now we'll continue the session. Now evening we have the class for the thyroid participant. What is the time announcement? Maybe 6 to 7. I will see 6 to 7. Yeah. तो आप सभी को 6 से 7 ज्वाइन करना है, okay? We'll discuss about more about the pituitary gland and the treatment of the pituitary gland, right? In the evening 6 to 7. So all of you and the thyroid participant will join together 6 to 7. So we'll proceed. क्योंकि आप लोगों ने बोला है कि जब धीरे धीरे पढ़ना है तो फिर मैं जल्दी क्यों करूँ, राइट? आराम से पढ़ते हैं, okay? Recording will be given to you after 2 to 3 hours of this class. So enough for this time, or because we have discussed 2 hours and 2 hours are enough because it was purely theoretical session, and after 2 hours it might be some difficult to digest for maybe 1 or 2 participants. So we'll discuss evening 6 to 7. Thank you so much for joining. And if you find any difficulty to understand anything, please message me in the group or personally. I will try to make more simpler. Thank you so much. See you at the evening 6 to 7.